Look at that. Homemade corn tortillas on the bottom of our tostada. And then we have these refried beans that we did as well. Put it on there. So it's homemade corn tortilla, some refried beans, and then Spanish rice. And we're back with another recipe. This time we are doing refried beans, or holy frijoles.
They're easy.
They're easy crock pot refried beans with some special ingredients. Let me take you in for the ingredients. For our ingredients, we are going to have 16 ounces of organic dried pinto beans. If you can't get organic, get what you can get, but you need 16 ounces of some pinto beans. We also have 6 cups of vegetable or chicken stock. We made our own. This is, it's both vegetable and chicken, right? In this one, or is it all chicken?
No, that one's chicken and vegetable.
Yeah, so we only had enough to do, we had to mix our vegetable and chicken stock. But 6 cups either way, and watch for our video coming out on our stock. Then half a cup of Hatch Green Chile, or a 4-ounce can of diced green chilies. And you do that to taste. We'll do half a cup, and then we usually add a little more because we really need the flavor. We have 1 onion roughly chopped, 8 cloves of garlic roughly chopped. This you're gonna do to taste as well, so you'll see more than 8 cloves right there because we like garlic. 2 bay leaves, and then salt to taste. And you'll need about 2 to 4 teaspoons of ground cumin. That is to taste as well. So there are all your ingredients. Oh, don't forget, you need a glass of wine when you're cooking. Make it all good. So let's get to it. First thing you need to do is you need to sort and rinse your beans. So I'm gonna take our beans and I'm gonna pour them out. I'm using a white cutting board for the beans for now, just so I get better contrast and I can see. And I won't show you the whole process, but you're sorting for bad beans, and there can be rocks in pinto beans, so just be very careful. If you see bad beans, take them out. And I'll just set those aside, and really just looking for anything that doesn't look good, and then also rocks, because rocks are not fun to eat unless you're a rock biter, right? Never ending story. I bet you nobody's catching on to that.
I did.
Yeah, see?
Got it.
These are good. I'm all full of good jokes today. These look good, so I'm gonna put them in my strainer because I'm gonna need to rinse them clean. All right, these are all the good ones. So I'm gonna rinse these, throw these away, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna add my beans to the slow cooker or crock pot today because that's the brand we're using. The bad beans stuck, good. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add my 6 cups of stock. This is a mix of vegetable stock and chicken stock that we're using. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on high, get it going. These are gonna cook for 5 to 6 hours on high, or you're gonna cook them on low overnight if you're gonna do them slow. So we're doing them for 5 to 6 hours because we will be having some tostadas tonight, and we need refried beans for that. So that's on high. Now it's time to chop up our vegetables. So really simple. You're not gonna have to be too precise with everything because we are going to use an immersion blender, or you can use a potato masher to get these. So I'm just gonna rough cut these, and we're saving all of our vegetable stuff. I don't know. Odd cuts. What is this? Vegetable scraps?
Scraps. Yeah.
Vegetable scraps, because we make our own stock. And that video's, look for that video to learn how to make your own stock. We don't buy it anymore. Haven't bought stock in so long. It's been years. All we do is use our stock that we have. And I'm not worried about like a fine dice on these. This is really just rough cut. Take that part out. That doesn't look good. Let's go ahead and stock. Yeah, it's looking weird. I'm gonna end up cutting that out. All right. Add this into our crock pot. 1 whole onion. Oh, you can see me so close. It's hard to do it with the camera right there. Good. You're just gonna get extreme close-ups. All right, and we're gonna start with 8 garlic cloves, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then we'll see what that looks like and then go from there. So, garlic, just rough chop. In goes the garlic. All right, it's looking good. I'm gonna leave that for now. Then I'm gonna turn my attention over here to the crock pot so you can see what I'm doing there. So you'll see the garlic and onions in. Oh, that's rolling away. I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of green chili. Again, a 4-ounce can of the diced green chilies if you have it. I'm gonna do that. We like ours a little spicier, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm probably gonna end up doing a 3/4 cup. There we go. That's about a 1/4 cup. May add some more once I mix it all up and see what that looks like. 2 of our bay leaves will go in. And then for the ground cumin, 2 to 4 teaspoons. You're gonna do this to taste. 1. That looks like we're almost out here. 2, starting with 2.
Yeah, then I add it later.
And you can add more later if you need. Once you taste everything. And then we're gonna do some salt. You're gonna do this to taste, and I just kind of look and see what we have and do a couple pinches in there. Again, you can add it later. I'm just gonna stir this up to kind of see what all this goodness looks like. Get it all mixed in. And you can add more green chili later if you need to. think that's good on salt. I'm gonna do one more clove of garlic here. All right, yeah, that looks good. All right, so I'm gonna put the lid on this. I'm gonna set a timer for 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours. I'll start at 5 hours. I have it on high. Then I'll take a look and see what it looks like at 5 hours. If it still needs to go, then we will do another hour after that. But there you have it. Just let it sit and wait, and then I will show you the following steps once it's ready. Our refried beans are cooking away in the slow cooker. There's still a good amount of liquid in here. It has been almost 8 hours after we've let this go on high. This is not our normal crock pot. The other one we have is having a technical issue. And so we're gonna make do, but it is time. So what I'm gonna do is turn this off. I'm gonna take my lid off carefully, pointing it away from me. Do not want to burn. I'm gonna find my bay leaves. There's 2 of them in here. There's 1. And where are you, little guy? There it is, 2. All right, the next thing I'll do is we like to have some of our beans whole when we make refried beans. So some are smashed and we like some whole. So I'm gonna take this slotted spoon and I'm gonna get some of the beans out. Don't want a lot of liquid, because when we refry them, we'll add these back in. And I'll do about 2 cups. I'll fill this up here. And the rest we're gonna mash. All right, so that's good there. Now we want to get rid of this liquid, and the best way to do that is I'm gonna go ahead and scoop it out, pour it in here where this strainer is, and then we will save some of the juice for when we're refrying them, because we want to, if it needs a little more liquid, we can put some in. So I'm straining it because right now I just want the beans and the chili and onion and all of that goodness to come out. And the longer you let it go, the softer they're gonna get. Usually some people like soak their beans, and we know that's a thing. Soak your beans, right? But if you cook them a long time in the slow cooker, they will get soft and cook. So most of the time we do this overnight. Like, this is not typical for us to just cook them in one day. We do them low and slow overnight, but we need to have dinner tonight, so I'm doing it like this. All right, that's all I can get with that. Now that it's lightened up a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the insert and pour it in. And then we'll put our beans back in. So I just didn't want this thing to be so heavy. So I'm gonna just like so. All right. Perfect. And that's how you do that. So all the liquid's out. I'm putting, all right, getting that liquid out and then back in. All right, I'm saving that liquid because we may need it at another time. Now, it's time to, you can use an immersion blender. However, we like the texture of doing it this way. An immersion blender gets it super smooth, and if that's what you like, then fine. But we like them smashed and a little chunkiness to it. So you're just gonna mash them or blend them up to the texture that you like. All right, good. And that's about what we like. We don't like them like smooth, like split pea soup or anything like that. It has to have a little bit chunkiness to them. And you want the chili and everything to kind of stand out as well. So after you get it to the consistency you like it or need it, we are going to transfer these over to a pan and add the beans, and then this is the refry part. So let me get that set up and we'll be right back. So we are now doing the refry part, and this is where you're really checking for your consistency and you're checking for your flavors. So if you need to add more cumin, you can do that, salt, green chili, garlic. You really want to start tasting at this point, and then we're just going to incorporate those whole beans into this. I did lightly oil the pan before putting everything in. So I'm just going to make sure everything gets incorporated. I'll give it a little taste test. And if I need to add more liquid, I can do that. We saved the liquid from the crock pot. So let me get a spoon. I have this on medium, that's good. Lower it, looks like it's gonna explode. All right. So, could use a little more green chili and salt, but I'm not going to add the salt quite yet because I want to put the green chili in. I think this has some salt in it, so I'm going to spice this up a little more. And then I'll give it another taste here to see if I added enough salt. Probably needs a little more cumin too, so I'm gonna and I'll give it a little garlic powder. Get my heat back up a little bit. Looks good. It's a good consistency. Everything looks well incorporated. Let me get another spoon, give it a test. All right, that's good. Just needs a little more salt. It's a good chili flavor to it. Cumin's right on now. The garlic is coming through just on the back end, which is great. Let me wash the spoon off and get another taste test here. Oh, that's right on. All right. Oh, this is good. I don't think I need any more liquid in this. I think this is spot on where it needs to be. The texture is great. Some mashed, some whole. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat off and just let this kind of come together on its own for a bit. Ooh, yeah, look at that. So we'll be right back. Well, it is a wrap for today. Look at that, homemade corn tortillas on the bottom of our tostada. And then we have these refried beans that we did as well. Put it on there, so it's homemade corn tortilla, some refried beans, and then Spanish rice version 2.0. So there it is. All of these came together. This is our dinner tonight. This is, you know, it's gotta be this way. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, share, and comment down below. It really helps our channel out and we appreciate it. Also, visit our blog, doingallthings.com/blog for more healthy recipes, lifestyle, inspirational ideas, and we will look forward to seeing you on our next video. So, yeah, try this. You're gonna love it.